Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. That pass isn't the best. Cherky, well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Crunching tackle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool...
Dembele! Goal! France! And France are in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Senegal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cherky. That's a cute ball. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Finish again in a trice, and they are soaring. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that
one. France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. And it's Akliouche. Akliouche supplying the width on this right-hand side. Akliouche. Here's a chance! Saliba with the clearance. Cherki. He is through here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, they could break here. Stood up well to him there. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Oh, it's Dembele. Tries to pass it through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Upamecano attempts a clearance. And it's Akliouche. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Oh, it's Dembele. Cherki.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Mbappe has created one goal already. Conte. And Upamecano, spread to the right. Conte. And Cherki. And he's played it back. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And it's Akliouche. Koundé. And here's Kante. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Dembele.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, that's a key interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for the run. He's got away. Dembele. Spread it left. Mbappe gets into a good position. That's it, 45 minutes up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
France looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. Away we go again. Cherki. Well, that looks a decent ball. Dembele. And the ball is out of play. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. That has ended up in no man's land.
There they go, hunting again. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Dembele finds himself offside. Kante running with intent. Tries one from range. He's got away with one there. Dembele looking in every way a marked man at the moment. Well, and he's let fly. France in a very solid position, 2 to the good. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Shifted it to the flank. Great chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Hernandez does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Chouameni. Oh, it's Dembele.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Saliba. Here's Chouameni. And it's Hernandez. Mbappe. And it's Hernandez. Some front-footed pressing going on here. He's found a way through. Hernandez. Now Mbappe. And it's Chouameni. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely spread. Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe. Conte. And this is Dembele. Hernandez. Now Mbappe. And it's Conte. And the shot! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
But pour l'équipe de France, après 76 minutes de jeu par le numéro 22.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That is good alertness. Chouameni. Now Mbappe. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Dembele. Knocks it out wide. Here's Chouameni. Forwards and with intent. France are almost home and dry now. Kante does well to get it back. And here's Kante. And this is Dembele. And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Le numéro 9.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is...
Tries a shot! And there's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Après 86 minutes de jeu. Le numéro 22.
Senegal have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. That's going wide left. Now he's got space here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Koundé, Chouameni, not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Deftly away. There will be a throw-in. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Attention,
Well, for me, this was
changement.
the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded and...
And that's that. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Dembele, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
De la note d'information communiquée par la police. Elle s'affiche actuellement sur l'écran géant. Merci.
Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. There's the shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
After 4 minutes is
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Cherki. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that is one way to stop him. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Chouameni. And he welcomes it in. Shoots!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Cherki! Cherki! Against the crossbar! Chance! And that's in! And they're threatening to fly away here! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space. And the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
number 22.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2-up.
And a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Mbappe, Hernandez. This is a promising build-up. Ball played for Conte. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
France find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
France have scored 2 quick goals here. Mbappe. That is Conte. Upamecano. That is Koundé. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Saliba, Hernandez, Conte, Hernandez, and here's Dembele. Oh, super ball. Hernandez. That is Conte. Chouameni He's having a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Real chance! And he's lifted it over. And he's managed to get free. Tchouaméni, who's set up one goal so far. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And Cherki. And it's Conte. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mbappe, Saliba, and it's Conte. And here's Dembele.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Cherki, passing is crisp and sharp. Here's Tchouaméni. Now there's a fine ball. It's Dembele! Oh, good finish. Just cruising. They are cruising. An opportunist. And that is all they have time for. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
And now,
France really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Please welcome our players.
France are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. Gets us going once more. Akliouche. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a throw. He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played into space. Picked out brilliantly. Akliouche. And it's Conte. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Akliouche. Koundé. Tchouaméni. And the finish! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Conte.
The attendance for this match was 81,007.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, it's Dembele. It's a searching pass, and he was quick to react. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mbappe running with the ball. Cherki. And Akliouche. Akliouche going face-to-face with his great rival. Dembele! Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
France with the corner, they're first. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Iraq are looking to go forward now. Looking for a runner. Dembele. Tchouaméni goes sliding in. That'll be a throw-in. Stood up well to him there. Shot could be on. Good take, and is he in? Kante is the guilty party there. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nice looking ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Takes a shot! Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
It'll be a throw-in. In with the challenge. Now it's Akliouche.
Oh, great feat, that.
Akliouche. And this is Kante. Takes a shot! And that is faded wide.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Dembele! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has. And he's been shifted off it. Tchouaméni. Not the most accurate pass. It's out of play for a goal kick.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Cherki. Akliouche. Good chance here! No, it's wide. And we're done. France have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the stadium.
Well, this competition has already provided us with so much drama, and there are so many teams still vying for supremacy, and no doubt there will be more. Perhaps after today's game, who knows? Certainly the demands from supporters are huge, both in terms of those in the stand and those of you who sit at home and join us from afar. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Oh, there's a probing ball. Just too high.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Norway ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, that's clever. Dembele picks it up out wide. And he's gone long. It's a throw-in. He's picked his way through, aimed at the far side. Defending of the desperate variety. And we have our very first corner. Point-blank header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Dembele. Now it's Akliouche. Oh, that's a chance for a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Le numéro 9.
Norway are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Great defending, strong and determined. And he is going into that little black book. He's having a shot! And that is wildly off target.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
France already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Might be danger here. And the shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Haaland. Mbappe getting forward. Cherki distributed tidily. That's a good run he's making there. Hangs in across. Akliouche! Nicked it back promptly. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Has a look and plays it forward. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Just about within shooting range. Akliouche, who's set up one goal so far. Conte. That has been slung wide. And it's Hernandez. For Conte. Oh, good spread. And the counter is on. This looks promising. And he's got away from him. Now there's a fine ball. He's great chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
eFootball.
Chouameni, not the most convincing of passes.
it looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Now it's Dembele. Probing pass. And he's well positioned. Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance, really, and 99 times out of 100, and you know what I'm going to say next.
Berger. Norway have it back and can go again. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe. Ødegaard, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Ryerson. Now it's Dembele. Cherki. Cherki! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And it's made its way to him. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's neat. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
France probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
France are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. We're on the move again. France currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Conte. Mbappe. That is Conte. And here's Dembele. Big chance! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
France find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
No, again, there's no way through. Oh, it's Dembele. Nice bit of trickery. And the finish! And that's in! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Now it's Haaland. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Odegaard!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 28 599.
Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ryerson calmly anticipates. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Haaland, spread out to the left. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
It's Dembele! No, it's wide.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And they're on him in a flash. Oh, it's Dembele. He's looking wide. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Dembele. And the shot! Oh, good finish! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. It makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Le numéro 9.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Kanté. Mbappe, lobbed in behind. Brilliantly cut out. Odegaard. Now it's Haaland. Akliouche. Dembele being hunted in packs.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Now it's Haaland. Hernandez. Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Odegaard kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's got away. could go all the way here. And he's had it nicked away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Norway are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Il y aura 6 minutes de temps additionnel.
Hoisted in. And the ball is out of play. And he shoots! And that's past the post. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Threads one in. That has found him in acres of space. Tries one from range! Off the post! And it's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Berger. He's a sharp little ball here. Chouameni does really and that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Dembele, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
France definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Cherky, played backwards here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing...
Decent chance! Oh, that's another chance! Goal! France! And France are in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be, should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So, a breakthrough already. Chouameni, and it's Conte. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe. Cherky opts for safety. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's in plenty of space here. He's found the way through. Crosses it. Chance for a shot! That pass isn't the best. France currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has ended up in no man's land. Nicely aimed pass. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. Ball played for Conte. Oh, that is a nice touch. Dembele! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. That's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Chouameni, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's come loose. And here's Mbappe, Chouameni, Conte. He's going for goal! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Distributed tidily. He's in a great position here. Chouameni, Conte, and it's Hernandez. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is one way to stop him. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Mbappe, good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
France looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Picked out brilliantly. Flashes, gets his head on it! Oh, good finish! They have brought themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
But pour l'équipe du Sénégal. Après 39 minutes de
He
jeu.
watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Senegal restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nice physical challenge. Upamecano with a definite foul there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Hernandez. Now Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Played out towards the right wing. And he's quick to return it. Takes a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how...
Senegal! Goal! Senegal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Senegal
additionnel.
with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another? It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's worked it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Upamecano. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Chaleureusement nos joueurs sur le terrain.
So, there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Can he get it through? He's found a way past. Tries to cross. Koundé tries to clear. And it's been taken short. Now the ball in. That has been knocked clear. Shapes to shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Looking to play him in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Senegal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pour ce match, 80,113.
Just about up to the hour now. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he finish? It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Après 62 minutes de jeu.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
France dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He is through here. Chouameni. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Dembele. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Cherki, done delicately. Now it's Akliouche. Some front-footed pressing going on here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cherki tries to thread one through. Oh, he's found support out wide. And a header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Chouameni. Oh, good-looking ball. Upamecano. Cherki. And a chance! And how did he not put that away?
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Le numéro 13.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
À leur place, le numéro 7.
And he's gone looking for safety.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Driving on and making good progress. And this is Dembele. The ball swung in, well read, and the danger is averted. Cherki being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Now it's Akliouche. He'll try from distance! Another one of football's and how moments. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's there to retrieve it. And he's there to belt it away.
Changement pour le Sénégal. Le numéro
So a bit of a revolving door here.
remplacé,
Lots and lots
le
of
numéro
changes.
9.
So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
We get a throw in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's having a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicked it back promptly. Mbappe. And that is as much time as there will be. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course.
Well, this competition has already provided us with so much drama, and there are so many teams still vying for supremacy, and no doubt there will be more. Perhaps after today's game, who knows? Certainly the demands from supporters are huge, both in terms of those in the stand and those of you who sit at home and join us from afar. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Koundé. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be a throw-in. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's forced to go back. Chouameni. Hernandez. Lobbed in behind. And that has been cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And he's managed to get free. Pinches it off him. Mbappe. Here's Chouameni. Has a look and plays it forward. Akliouche. And a chance! Goal! France! And we have liftoff! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Le numéro 13.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. What a throw in. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Akliouche. France very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Now it's Mbappe. Tries one from range. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France with the corner, they're first. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, sweet feet. Conte. Koundé aims beyond the defence. Chouameni, and he's in, takes a shot! Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! Tries to get it clear. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's made its way to him. Knocks it out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Distributed tidily.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Cherki. And it's Akliouche. Akliouche! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Shifted it to the flank. He has found the way through. Oh, it's a great... Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to get it away. Now he's got space here, and he's intervened well there. That looks a cracking ball. Big chance! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So they have it all to do again.
Iraq really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
Chouameni. And it's Conte. Akliouche. Good driving run. Here's Chouameni. Showing. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Back underway then.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Cherki, Chouameni, and it's Chouameni. Now Saliba, Hernandez. Here's Chouameni. And it's Conte. And Koundé. And it's Akliouche. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Saliba. Cherki, who set up one. Oh, that's ambitious. Missed by a fraction. Nicely spread. That's a little off target. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Conte is being harried and hassled.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
And the counter is on. Tries to pass it through. Look at the space here. And he shoots! And that was struck with genuine force.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Oh, terrible pass. And that's played in low. That's put paid to the danger. Over to the right flank. That's very neat.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Elects to cross. And a header! It's hit the upright. Decent chance! No, he got that all wrong.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Iraq can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Koundé. And it's Conte. And Cherki. That's an imaginative pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Mbappe. Backward it goes. And the shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Cherki is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Changement.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, no joy this time. And that is well cleared. Mbappe scooting forward. He's found a way through. And it's Conte. Cherki going face-to-face with his great rival. Now there's a fine, real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Cherki really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And now they can clear their lines. Traumeri. Good ball, good take. Mbappe! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
He's felt that, hasn't he? Knocks it into space. There's the shot!
Temps additionnel, 3
Conte.
minutes.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous! Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. How they wanted to win. They did everything to win, but time has beaten them. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Akliouche picking up the Man of the Match award.